Hello everyone. So today we're going to be talking about a new controversy in the FGC, first to 5, or my bad, first to 3 for Street Fighter 6. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you usually go to a tournament or a local, you play to first to 2. The way this, and this is for sets. Now the way this works is, as you guys know, there's you have to, the first one to win 2 rounds, you know, you win the match, right? That's the round. That's a set. You have to then win another one for you to be like, okay, cool, you move on to the bracket. So it could, you know, so one set would be like, it could be either 2-0 or 2-1, and then boom, you know, it's in your favor, you win the set. And it could go, oh, the other person wins that set. Okay, so you both have one. Now the next set is the final round, right? You know, so that means you can have a maximum of 3 rounds, max, right? That's why it's a first to 2. Or you can have best 2 out of 3, right? Same thing as the rounds. It's not that different. It's not too hard, right? It's just the same as what you did with the rounds in the game, but now you're carrying it over as sets. Now that's the standard. There are some exceptions, but we'll get to that. And yeah, because of how fast Street Fighter matches are going, you see this right here? People are saying, oh yeah, no, the Street Fighter 6 should totally be a first to 5. And what that means, first to 3, my bad. And what's the difference between first to 2 to first to 3? It's like, it's only an extra match. Remember, you always think of it as the maximum, not the minimum, right? Because that's just how tournaments are. So most people, not everybody goes 0-2, and you gotta think of the likelihood of, oh, what if they go to first 2? You know, what if they actually end up playing all the rounds? So in theory, you actually can have 5 rounds maximum, right? Because this is the first one who gets to 3. See, that's an extra 2 rounds you're adding to that. And that's what the crux of this is because of time. And they're saying, oh, because this is so freaking fast, you know, like you guys saw that. But the thing about that is, like, I don't think that's a majority of games, you know? But yeah, let me read the tweet routine. If y'all actually advocate for best to 5 the whole tournament, I'm blocking y'all. I still firmly believe Guilty Gear Strive should bet best of 3. Nah, miss me with that shit. But yeah, I mean, we've been seeing a lot of people say this stuff, but yeah, I think it's whack for several reasons. Like, I mean, heck, here's a great one. Like, here's the best one. See, people really asking for 3 out of 5 in a game that's not officially out yet, saying rounds go so fast. Did you ever think rounds are going to be fast because these fuckers aren't blocking? Just a thought, right? And yeah, I mean, like, and that happens even when you play super high level. It can end fast. It's not even like a... See, the fact we're having a discussion of Street Fighter 5 game being first to 3 is wild to me. And yeah, it's weird. I don't know why people are asking, like, dude, a lot of these fast rounds, like, they're super situational. Like, situational as hell. And like I said, at the end of the day, these things just take forever, bro. Like, these tournaments, like, people just want to kind of finish the game, move on. And the thing is, it's always the reason is why you want more rounds is to just have a more consistency, you know, because the better player will win if there's more rounds, right? You can get less random out. That's just what it is, right? You can get away with some YOLO stuff first round, maybe second round get away with something, right? And it's like, oh, whatever. But at that point, it's like you kind of have to adjust. Like, the better players will tend to always do better. You can have upsets and blowouts, but if you want to have a more consistent tournament, that's what invitationals are for. You know, that's when, you know, personal pro players get invited and they play like either round robin where we plays each other, or it's like first 3 or 5, right? And always not counting finals. It obviously changes once you get to finals, then it's like first to 3. It's like, oh, okay, we've proven that you guys are the best of currently out of all these thousands of people. Then you guys can play more, and it's usually finals, right? They stream the whole thing. And these things can go on for a long time. They really can. But again, I don't think Street Fighter 6 needs to be. If anything, I see it as a great thing. The reason why they're fasting so fast is because of the SSD and PS5 and all that bullshit, right? But like, no, I think they're fine. Because here's the thing. They haven't stopped and thought, like, what if someone's playing immaculate footsies? Like, Street Fighter 6 is a game I could see either end in 15 to 20 seconds or lasting the whole, like, a minute. You know, the whole 60 seconds. Like, I can see that the game's hella footsies. So that's such a weird thing to me. Like, I don't know. But you know what? Not even me talk about it. Like, let me show you a clip. Let me show... So this argument was made already. This is exactly what I thought about immediately. Right here.
A game comes out, and before it is even released, you have people gunning for first to 3. Dude, it's a disaster because it's like, especially if it's based on a gameplay impression so early, you can't go back. You know what I mean? It's like if you're willing to like give them first to 3 right out the gate like that, which is fucked up, by the way.
Yeah.
What if the gameplay develops in a way to where like, oh shit, maybe it's not, maybe you don't need first to 3. You're gonna take the first to 3 away. They're gonna get pissed. I just think that before you give that to a game, you should have adequate amount of time. Because if not, dude, it ends up with shit like this. And I'm going to put it this way, dude. So players obviously want to play more, right? Because they feel that obviously longer sets mean more consistent results.
Right.
40 minutes. MK11, 3 hours and 54 minutes.
By the way, this is for top, not the whole bracket. Dragon Ball Z is notorious for taking 20 years.
Minutes.
See, he's like, oh, hell no. So y'all really want a first to 3?
Here's the thing. Ends up with shit like this, and I'm gonna put it this way, dude. So players obviously want to play more, right? Because they feel that it's less potential for you to get quote unquote randomed out, right?
As I mentioned.
But here's the thing. With events, for as much as I value players, they are not the only people that you have to think about.
Fuck no.
Players for this one game that is so like selfish and self-centered. You have to also think about the players for the other games. You have to think about people that are watching. You have to think about like, bro.
Fuck
like,
the other players.
I'll give you a perfect example, man. You know CVS2?
Another thing is to mention, what about like the TOs? Like people are saying like these are social events, or some people forget these are actually competitions first. FGC tournaments are both. They're definitely social events, and also like I said on Twitter, they're also definitely like you're there to play and compete, right? Have fun, social. And the thing is, it is good. Like some people make the thing like, oh, but if the tournaments end early, like no, people want to chill out, they'll chill out. So if anything, a game ending early is great. You know, that means people can fuck around more and have some casual sets. Like I'm all for things because like, dude, these things.
Reputation for
mind you, I'm gonna give you a cap. At minimum, these tournaments last from 2 to 3 to 4 hours, right? Minimum. Like these things go for a minute.
While as just like this.
Oh, but yeah, the main thing I want to get is you got to think of like the people who actually put this shit together, organizers. They put most of the time they do this shit for free, bro. You know that's their time. You know, if things can end early, then they can actually sit down and enjoy and play some sets with everybody else while they wrap things up on their end for production, right? Like that's the people who I think that's who matters the most for is the people in production and shit. Because if you have the venue booked for that day, you know, technically I have all day, but the thing is they have the beginning to set all this shit up. You know, that takes a huge amount of time to prepare this shit, dude. You guys have no fucking idea. You know, and it's like, okay, they wake up, do their thing, whatever. Then, you know, by the time, okay, we're at 12, they're there, they're getting all their shit set up. Then they have to run all these other games. They don't run just one game. And then it's the end of the day, 12 fucking M, dude. 12 hours on that shit. Unpaid. And they gotta wrap shit up. They don't even have any fun. So if shit could just run like, you know, click. You know, like, you know, we still got till like 12. We're good. You know, they can vibe around and shit, you know? Fuck. Think about the people who actually organize this shit. That's where I'm at.
Play that game or like be around old heads that played it to really know the truth about it. But you know why it had that impression but for a lot of younger players? Because American OGs ran 4 out of 7 grand finals. So
what?
CVS2 would come on and it would be like 5-hour fucking finals. AKA people just like dissociate. It's too long. That shit is not like that's not good, bro. Like that's not good. It's not good, especially for games now where you're like the angle is trying to get people into them. That is not a good first impression, man. Take it or leave it. First to 3 tournament standard depends on the game, man. But in this case, bro, here's my caveat. I'll give you first to 3, but this is the layer 2. You cannot tell me or other people that the game that you play is solid.
I agree with that. So a good example of a game that definitely does first to 3 is like MVC3 and BB Tag. And here's 2 reasons why those games deserve first to 3. Or 3. Obviously, one of the main ones is speed. But no, sometimes if a game can just go fast, it's nice, right? Like, it's just it is what it is, right? But BB Tag and MVC3 are the kind of games where, you guys saw that clip with Luke earlier. That's not going to happen, like, very commonly at high level. Maybe even mid-level. BB Tag and MVC are 100% the kind of games where that kind of shit is commonplace. So, you know, rounds on average can be over in 14 seconds. That's not an anomaly. That's the norm, especially for MVC3. Second thing is, they're busted as shit. That's that 14-second shit. If shit like that can be common, bro, that shit ain't clean. And MVC's dirty as shit. BB Tag is dirty because it's an anime fucking crossfighter tag shit, right? It's not full MVC busted, but it's halfway there, dude. You know, like, nah, that shit, like, I admit, like, BB Tag's dirty, bro. It's got some dirt. So that's 2 things, you know, speed of rounds, dirtiness, and then here's the final reason for me what a game needs to be a first to 3 or 5. Are they round based? BB Tag and MVC are not round based. Like, once you lose your characters, that's it. It's over. You start the next match. It's not like, oh, you know, you get happy birthday in either one. No, that's it. The match is literally over. In other fighting games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, you go by rounds, straight up, because the characters are treated as rounds. So you don't have to wait for a menu or anything. Like, it's like, oh, the minute one character's knocked out, boom, you go on to the next one. But again, with those games going back to like, okay, a game might not have rounds, you know, the reason why they still get the pass, oh no, because those characters just die. Like, oh, the first, boom, 14 seconds. It's not it's not one character dying. That's both your characters dying. That's the other thing. So it's to both of them. It's like, oh, it's 14 seconds. No, no, no. That's you losing. See, here's again, biggest difference. You're not going to see Street Fighter players, on average, lose a match in less than 30 seconds. You're not going to see that. A match, or my bad, a round, not a set, a round. BB Tag and MVC, it is commonplace to, in 15 seconds, lose all your characters. That is the set. That's, to me, what I personally really think a game determines is like. And what about Dragon Ball? Dude, every character, as I said, is a round. And in Dragon Balls, you guys seen, them rounds can go for a minute for a single character. It can happen where you can die quick, like 15 seconds, right? 30 seconds? I'd say 15 to 30 seconds. It's not uncommon in Dragon Ball, but that's for a character. Not all of them, you know? So it's like, to me, I never really got this whole, first to three.
Marvel
Like, bitch, you ain't BB Tiger NBC.
Like, what are you talking about?
The game's not solid.
Bro, if it's that solid, you wouldn't want first to three.
Exactly.
That's my only caveat.
I agree with it.
I'm willing to give you the first to three, but I never want to hear you say that shit is solid.
No, BB Tiger ain't solid, bro. I said dirty.
What's up? First and three, I'm willing to concede it, but I better not catch you saying the game is nice or it's solid or any of that other bullshit. You better be like, yeah, this game bullshit. Like, if people are gonna talk shit
and
about
Street Fighter is the least bullshit game out of all the fighting games.
If you can have first to three, but I get the right to talk all the shit I want to about your game without being like labeled a game bigot or anything else stupid shit like that. That's the deal. That's my contract. You want to sign on the dotted line? I'm willing to give it to you.